Samurai Legends Takeda. 1519. Nobutora Takeda, the Giant. A descendant of the Minamoto clan, a massive man standing 7 feet tall. He weighed 400 pounds, an intimidating giant. Nobutora was truly unique in the land of Kai. In 1519, he shared Kai with 3 other smaller clans, the Oyamada, the Oi, and the Kofu Takeda. The other 3 had hundreds of soldiers, but he only had a few guards. Eventually, all 3 clans demanded he surrender to them, but he decided to challenge them all to a showdown instead. An all-out battle for control of Kai. Nobutora Takeda, leader of the Kofu Takeda, was eager to see Nobutora dead. Nobuie was the younger brother of Nobutsuna Takeda, father of Nobutora. He opposed Nobutora's succession and caused the Oi and Oyamada to rebel. Nobuie wanted 2 things: his nephew's head and his brother's sword. Soza Samonji and Onika passed from Takeda to Takeda. Nobuhiro Oi and Nobusada Oyamada supported Nobuie. As such, the stage was set, and the war for control of Kai was to start in 1 week. Nobutora spent that week gathering warriors. He only gathered a few, but each was a true warrior. Harumasa Baba, Mitsuyori Tada, Nobutaka Itagaki, Toramasa Amari, Takatoshi Yokata, Toratane Hara, Doetsu Obu, Masanobu Obata, and Hideo Sarutobi. These 10 warriors would make history within only 1 week of having met. The battle was set to take place in Nirasaki. Nobuie, Nobuhiro, and Nobusado decided they would send their armies first, then come in safely to watch the end of Nobutora. However, Nobutora wasn't as naive as to commit suicide by charging against 3 armies with 10 men. Doetsu suggested he bait each of his rivals into a different location. Hideo added a twist to it. He wrote 3 letters, 1 for each lord, and had them delivered, claiming he was deserting, selling Nobutora's plans to the highest bidder. The plan was a success, and each lord planned an ambush. In the early morning, the Oyamada army stood ready to ambush the Takeda. However, the Oi army arrived at the right flank and charged them. But thinking the other was the Takeda and unable to see clearly from a distance, they clashed fiercely. Then from the rear, the Kofu Takeda engaged both foes at once. The Takeda's ruse worked perfectly. A few hours into the skirmish, their leaders finally arrived, looking in horror as they realized they had attacked each other. They rode to the front to try to stop the friendly fire. Nobutora, watching from a distant vantage, yelled, "The time is now! The snake has eaten its tail! Now, I'm going for the head! Harumasa, protect my back! Doetsu, kill anyone I wound! Itagaki and Amari, you cover our flank! The rest of you, don't let the enemy troops get in my way!" Then the Takeda Brave 10 charged at 3 armies. Nobutora let out a war cry, startling his enemies. Nobusada drew his blade and frantically looked for Nobutora, and located him almost instantly. He could not feel his hands as he watched as they fell to the ground, still clutching his sword. The last thing he saw was Nobutora run towards Nobuhiro. Doetsu claimed Nobusato's head. Nobuhiro attempted to block Nobutora's powerful swing, but his blade was shattered. His throat was cut wide open. Before all went dark, he spotted Nobuie approaching and staring at Nobutora. "I admit it. I was wrong about you. I thought because of your size, you would be a mindless brute. I tried to take power before you had a chance to prove me wrong. Today, you made me look like a total fool. We took your army, so you responded by turning our armies against each other. You killed my allies. You have already won, but I won't lay down. Dear nephew, please grant me a glorious death. Nobue charged at him with Matsu Kurago, the sister sword to Soza Samonji. Both weapons were once wielded by Yoshitsune Minamoto, the founder of the Takeda. Soza Samonji was an onika based on brute strength, and Matsu Kugaro was based on speed. The two clashed. Nobue was too fast to be hit, and Nobutora too strong to be damaged. When Nobue struck Soza Samonji, the sword went flying. Nobue was confused about what had just happened and lost momentum. He was struck in the face with a massive fist and flew backwards. Nobutora stood above his defeated uncle. Did you know? I always looked up to you while growing up. I would have gladly let you teach me the ways of leadership. There is so much we could have accomplished together, but you turned on me immediately after my father's death. Alas, this is where it ends. On your grave I shall build a great clan. Hold on to your honor, dear uncle. I shall be your second. Nobue, realizing his clan would be in good hands, sliced open his belly, and Nobutora took his head. This was the start of the Takeda's redemption. However, their true enemies weren't eliminated. The Imagawa, the Hojo, and several daimyo in Shinano were waiting for them to show their throats.